So is everybody ready for run number 5? I hope everybody's ready for run number 5 because that's what's happening right now. There's that round 5 leaderboard. Still looks exactly the same because we haven't finished round 6, the raid. So I'm going to go over those rules again for those of you who haven't seen one of these. Here in this particular competition, gate touches are okay. You can clip a gate, you can get about half of a gate. But if you go over a gate or miss the marker, you get reset to the previous marker. If you roll or get wedged, Austin Powers style, you will be reset to the previous cleared checkpoint. That's about it. So in quick recap, reversing is absolutely allowed, clipping checkpoints is okay, fouling is bad, rolling over is bad. That's about it. Simple enough? I hope so. Because here we are with the aforementioned 5th place competitor, Lil Yella, who, despite having the lowest KV motor in the competition, zips right along, and it being the only straight axle competitor in the competition, there must be at least some advantage to that. Whatever disadvantage Lil Yella had not having portals was all but eliminated by switching to those JConcepts hunks. Here's the, nope, Lil Yella, you can't make it over that. So we reset to the other side, and I add 4 seconds to the time. I've filled a lot of wheelbarrows, and that pile is not getting any smaller. So the whisper quiet Lil Yella, sometimes I think the audio on the clips is muted because the servo is louder than the gearbox in this car. Like, there's some noise. Lil Yella, who of course, if you haven't seen previous videos featuring this particular Ecto, has servo and axle. You can see it there in the front. And has given up the stealth gearbox in favor of a Amazon SCX-10-2 with dig unit on it. So this is an Ecto with servo and axle, so 4-link in the front, trailing arms in the back, and dig. And because the Ecto has such a aggressive steering angle, it can make quite good use of dig. I am still fiddling with the radio settings to get the throttle curve a little smoother. It's pretty smooth at low end, but then it kind of transitions in the mid band to a little jumpy, a little more jumpy than I would like it. That has nothing to do with the vehicle itself and just the way I prefer to drive it. So sometimes it's a little bit of a battle with myself and throttle control. Because like here at very low speed, it does really well. But right there, I meant to give it dig and a little, and I almost shot it off the side of the course. So when we get to the wrap up and the final time for Lil Yella's run in the final round, know as well as I do that it could actually have been faster because there were a handful of errors thrown in there. I will go a little more in depth into where the most significant amounts of time was lost, but we'll dig here and see everybody else had to do a little 3-point to not get hung up on that sign. Lil Yella also making some benefit of having one of the narrower tracks of vehicles in the competition, in that it can take some sections on the course at higher speed. Like right here, I think it gets out of shape like halfway right here. Yeah, but just pushes the nose end back down. It seems that that particular V-notch section, the wider you are, the kind of harder it is on you. So this is the spot where this Ecto has kind of the most issues, because the hunks are tall and they're fairly narrow, but the foams are really well matched to the weight of the vehicle, so there's not a lot of sidewall roll. It's just that the height of the tire raised the CG overall, like you could see right there, but it rolled, like it tapped the gate and rolled, so it got reset to 49. So it lost a little bit of time there, but I mean, it could have been worse. Lil Yella came through, particularly in this section. It's another run that, much like Daphne's run previously, it didn't look fast to me at the time. It just looks kind of like it's chugging along. But apparently it's not, because after the intro we're about 5 minutes in, and if memory serves, the gate at the bottom of Oblivion is 56, so it's at gate 56 of 90 after 5.5 minutes, give or take. And the belt drive on that SCX-102 gearbox does give it a decent amount of wheel speed. It's not 2-speed fast, but it's fast enough to move through those transition stages pretty quickly. A little more dig here. The dig is really handy, even though reverse is allowed. Lil Yella pushing straight, like almost no issue at all running that line. And then the dig makes dropping off descents like that trouble-free. Then we get up here onto this narrow part, which the first time Lil Yella tried this, could not pass it. And right here, I thought for sure was going to go over. Engaged a little dig, got back onto the correct set of the rock, and it just pulls it down and over. If that's not a testament to the power of dig, I mean, I think this whole run is a testament to the power of dig, because Lil Yella blazed through this. The section over Dry Bone Valley was one of the slower, just because those sections have to be taken at low speed. As always, got to get that tire on top of the block. Does it no problem, and does that really quite effortlessly. It's a little hung up in the loose rock there, but then 69, 70, and 71 goes by in a matter of a couple seconds. Doesn't even slow down at the crest to get past the root at 72. Right past it like nothing. And because it's narrow and has dig, it can manage that tighter section around 73 even better than Zoidberg did, I think. I didn't want to fall into the pond there, so a little reverse was in order. Takes the high line, which has been favored, and can run it really tight there to get up onto the top. And I think this is where most of the time was made up. Because that, I mean, I don't even know what to call that move, but that is a hell of a move there, Lil Yella. And then digs around 78. opts to go the high line instead of through the tunnel, which I think is also smarter. So watching other competitors run has definitely helped Lil Yella's line choice, but clambers up the beast faster than anyone previously. A reverse is almost necessary there because if you take it too tight, you roll into the tunnel. Skating on the dirt side hill, the sun is starting to dry it out a little. The past two runs got a little bit of advantage of it still being wetted down. Opts to take the hook around the top rather than try to sky over it like Daphne did. Then it's just a matter of high road, which the tall tires make exceptionally short work of. Down the ramp, past the evenly placed gate 87, no problem. And past 88, little dig to get past 89, through the tunnel, and across the line. So our fun Lil Yella takes care of the course in a final round time of 9:41:30. That is 9:41. If we see that on the chart against the rest, I thought Zoidberg was fast, and I thought Daphne, for being a TRX4 Sport, was really fast. So yes, she's got a dig gearbox and servo on axle, and these things are going to make for a more capable rig. But there's also got to be some kind of X factor in there, because that time I double timed it. Lil Yella has the pleasure of having the nicest transmitter here, an old Airtronics MT4, so it's got all the bells and whistles on it, and it's got its own timer. So I ran the stopwatch and I ran the timer in the transmitter, and when I got to the end, if I hadn't double timed it, I don't think I would have believed it. So honestly, with 3 competitors left to hit the course, Argentum the Phoenix is the only rig left that can put up any kind of number. I'm sorry to the Colonel, the SCX 10-3, and Ironsides the Defender. They don't have a chance of even cracking the top 5, really. I can see a good time from the Phoenix, but that is blazingly fast. So you'll have to tune in to see what happens, because I'm going to find out right along with you. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out Crawler Canyon on Instagram, and absolutely stay tuned for the next one.